Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. I do apologize for probably the poor quality of my audio right now. My headphone jack died, and so I've basically been resorted to using my AirPods, which are pretty terrible quality. I do apologize for that, guys, but I just found out right now when I was starting it up, so, you know, I'm doing my best. And I do want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you guys out there. I hope you guys have the best holidays for everyone that is celebrating, and ultimately just a great end of the year. I probably won't make a video on the 31st since that is my birthday, so I'll probably follow up with a video on probably like January 2nd. So I do apologize for that as well. So that being said, I am going to get into the notices for today. So let's check it out here. All right, so what do we have? All right, so I'm actually going to go, wow, there's a lot of stuff going on. So there's a bunch of stuff that came out what looks like on the 22nd. So I'm going to double back and then check some stuff. So regarding guild names, we have confirmed the existence of multiple games with names referencing a specific medical condition. Okay. Such guild names have the potential to cause other players discomfort, and we therefore ask that players refrain from assigning names that refer to specific medical conditions or which may be considered inappropriate. I can understand how that could lead to someone being upset, especially with a medical condition or something like that. On the other side of the coin, I do think it's important that we don't teach people that the world itself needs to change in order for us to have our own inner peace. If we constantly rely on the world around us needing to change for us to be in a form of peace ourselves, we will never be at peace. We will basically eternally suffer because the world is never really going to change. The only thing we have power over changing is ourselves and our perspective. So although I can see why they are doing this, I also think it's important to speak on what I just spoke on. Alright, so let's go back over here. Damage ranking battle number 1, Behemoth Pawn coming soon. Alright, so it does look like that is going to be dropping on December 31st. This does look pretty interesting, actually, so I'm interested to see how this works, this damage ranking that's actually kind of like an event and not just like fighting the Cactuar. We are going to get the co-op battle for Ramuh right here. So for anyone that needs to summon any of those noble memories, and if you guys are looking for a group or having trouble finding co-op, come join our Discord. The link is in the description of this video, and we can get you guys sorted in a group. This is a pretty cool one. So finally, they have added new weapons to the Limit Break Metal Draw pool. Alright, so we have the Gauntlets of the Worthy, Gun of the Worthy, Blade of the Worthy, Greatsword of the Worthy, so basically all of the 1.5 anniversary ones. Not sure why they skipped over the 1-year anniversary ones, unless those were added at a point in time in which I somehow missed it. And then we also have the Cool Cat's Megaphone and the Deraplatis, which is Matt's weapon, which is super good. But honestly, all these weapons are really good. It's nice to see them updating it and adding things to it, so that is cool to see. We have the version 3.3 update notice, a new ranked event in which participants compete against each other to see who can deal the most damage within the time limit is being added. The event list screen is being redesigned. Recommended party save equipment settings. These equipment settings you use when forming a party via recommended party are now saved. Okay, that's pretty nice. Towers added a next button to, oh my gosh, finally. Wait. The results screen, which appears after completing a tower battle, now has a next button, which takes you to the party screen, which appears before attempting a battle on the next floor. Oh my gosh, thank God. I've been asking for this for so long. I was so tired of having to go all the way back to the main menu every single time with all the towers. So that's a fantastic add right there. Existing gear receiving gear command abilities. Guys, I've seen some of the screenshots rolling out with all these things. These are super cool. You know, it's kind of a double-edged sword because for newer players coming to the game that don't have these costumes and no way of getting these costumes other than getting that one costume voucher we get like twice a year, it does make it pretty difficult to catch up at this point. It already was, but this is definitely going to be difficult. But for all the players that are still playing that have a lot of this stuff, basically everyone's getting a bunch of free upgrades. As you guys can see, there is a lot of costumes here getting updated. So that is really cool to see. Let's keep going up right here. All right, so the co-op battle for Ramu is on now. The winter special pick draw. Interesting. So there's actually, it doesn't look like there's actually a banner for Christmas, which would honestly be pretty wild. In this draw, appearing 5-star weapons will be the ones that have been selected from the wish list instead of featured weapons. Also in this draw, an ultimate weapon that can be equipped by Aerith is featured. The draw will have a 5-star appearance rate of 7.5%, while the 5 weapons on the wish list will appear at a rate of 1.5% each. So we'll go over and take a look at this here in a second. Version 3.3 update notice. Okay, the issue preventing the quest list screen from showing when Memoria Crystals can be obtained from a quest during an event. That makes Memoria Crystals obtainable, other minor issues, so not too much there. And there is a Materia Hunt support gift coming soon. So as of December 26th, a Materia Hunt support gift will be distributed. A total of Stamina Tonic times 165 will be distributed over the periods below. Alright, so that's fantastic. To be honest, stamina hasn't really been a problem. My only problem with stamina is that it basically just accumulates in your box. Like, they should have just allowed us to hold more than 99 forever ago, so I still don't understand why they don't do that. It just literally doesn't make any sense to me. But let's go over here to the shop. Year end. Alright, so here we have a... Yeah, so I don't ever recommend buying anything that you can farm in the game, guys. I just do not recommend that. Like, for example, right, like, when they started selling Astrowind, you know, now I have 7,282, and I've fully finished the High Wind. But when they started selling Astrowind, I recommended that no one buy the Astrowind, because this is exactly why, right? In the future, you're going to be able to get this, and there's just really no rush, right? But it doesn't look like... Here we have Summons Memory Voucher. So now they're trying to sell you on summon vouchers to save you from farming. Like, this is just honestly crap, I think. Like they should have better bundles than this kind of stuff right here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the year-end shop. I'm severely disappointed in that. So let's go over to the draw and see what we got going on here. I'm not exactly sure what draw this is. Okay, so it's basically like a, you know, a wish list up featured draw, which we've gotten multiple times in the past. Essentially, whenever we see something like this, it means that something good is coming. This is meant to bait us into pulling. You know, all these freaking costumes are on here. The Winter Gear Volume 5 from the stamp can be exchanged for updating gear. So let's go to the stamp card and see what we got here. So basically, you have to pull an entire page to get one costume that's already older in the game. Like, there should have been a costume for like every third stamp, guys. Something like that. So that older players had a chance to come back, do something like that. So I think that it's pretty clear that that's probably not going to be where I'm going to be going for my crystals. I did end up going for Aerith's costume for the Kane costume for her from Nier, which is a really great costume. But I'm going to be holding out for New Year's and seeing what they drop on New Year's. Last year we got, you know, a really, really good banner for Aerith and Tifa. And so I'm guessing that we'll probably get something pretty cool in the meantime. But it does look like that is going to basically conclude the news. Pretty wild. It's Christmas Eve. I thought we were going to be getting some crazy stuff, but it doesn't look like there's much at all. Either way, guys, that's going to conclude the video. I do greatly apologize for the quality of the audio, which I'm sure is absolutely terrible, but, you know, I had to make do with what I had. I was trying all my different headphones, and none of them were working. I think my audio jack just, like, basically crapped out, so it is what it is. But if you guys still enjoyed my attempt at making this video good, please don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis content. I will catch you guys on the next one, and Merry frickin' Christmas. Peace out, guys.